Yeah. I need you right now.
Okay.
What are they posting about? We're live. Okay. All right. So you ready?
I'm good to go.
One sec.
All right.
Let me get. Okay, I'm ready.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Week 4 Game 2 slate. I'm excited to bring you the first game tonight. I'm Nathan, and I'm here with Tay.
What's up, guys? We got Wigglers and Royals for the first game of the night. We got the Royals at home and Mario Stadium at the night. Look forward to, Nathan.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think this is going to be a good game here. The Royals and the Wigglers, they faced off earlier this season, and the Royals just barely lost to the Wigglers, 7-6. So I think it's going to be another close game here. I know that these teams look a little bit different. The Royals more than the Wigglers. So curious to see how the Royals' new defense and offense handles against the Wigglers. So yeah, that's kind of my take on it. What are you looking for tonight, Tay?
I'm looking for a lot of runs in this game as both of these teams have some of the better power hitters on their squads. Big Fatty and Berto for the Wiggler or for the Royals, and PD and Wiggler for the Wigglers. So like to see them drive in a whole bunch of runs, and maybe even pull off a lot of great infield plays for some of those, non-power hitters. But this is a matchup that the Wigglers need to win if they're gonna be one of the top contenders in the NES conference. Sorry. Royals also looking to fight for that number 1 seed, so this is a very important matchup for both teams.
Yeah, I think some key players to be on the lookout for. You mentioned them a little bit. PD and Wiggler. Look for PD to have a big game here, playing in Mario Stadium, one of the smaller ones. He should have a pretty good game here. Be on the lookout for Red Critter in the infield for the Royals. He had a couple of errors last game, so just be on the lookout for that. Make sure, he should hold it down pretty well, but we've seen the Critters have a few errors here and there, and usually a pretty key moment. So curious to be on the lookout for that, along with the fact that Boo is now the starting pitcher. So kind of shifting around the pitchers again this week. The Royals have struggled a little bit at finding what the best pitching lineup is and rotation is. So curious to see what they do here and how they're going to manage that part of the game. So
yes, it'll be an interesting one indeed for them. Their pitching has been a little questionable here recently. Also getting some notes that the Shy Guys need to be moved around in the infield or in the outfield. I'm sorry, but anyways, the Royals pitching has been hit or miss. King Boo, starting pitcher, was decent for a couple innings and then got subbed out. Berto in the last couple of recent games has had some pitching, like she's been subbed out really early. She's not even tired, getting subbed out, and then it's just been a mess for them. They've gone through 4 pitchers in the last 2 games. So we'll see what happens for them. Wigglers, on the other hand, they have been pretty decent at pitching. Spivey comes in, he pitches really well for them, and then after Spivey is done, Wario comes in and just relieves him for the rest of the game. So
yeah,
I'm getting now that the shy guys in the outfield need to be swapped around. So, yes, that is what I've been told. But yeah, we'll see how this game goes. Are you ready?
Yeah, I think we're ready to get going here. So, looks like the teams are going to take the field now. And one other player I want to touch on. So the Wigglers, they picked up Luigi, and last game he went 3 for 3 for this team. So look for him to continue that good hitting. So as we have the Royals taking the field first, and the Wigglers up to bat first. So
Spivey can get going for them.
Yeah, Spivey's been a pretty big talk here in terms of the most valuable me race. I think right now he's currently leading the odds, and there's a lot of reasons why. His batting is definitely one of those. So,
and his amazing pitching. Spivey has been one of the better me's. He probably is the best me, if we're being honest. Not too many competent me's out there. He's did great in the beginning of the season. The Tay me, I know for sure, was a week 1 wonder and then just fell off.
Yeah, we've had
close second. Not close second, but the second.
Yeah, and Red Critter makes a crazy diving play there. We see him do that all the time, and it's a good catch by him to force 2 outs here with only 1 runner on first. But we have Big Petey up here next, and see if he can do anything here.
Yes, PD has been kind of underperforming, in my opinion, in these last couple of games.
Yeah, and that's not what you want to see in the first batting by him. Pretty tough out there, just hitting it right down the third baseline to King Boo. So, and Roberto up next. And last game, her first at bat, and I believe the first pitch she went yard. She hit a home run, and she's not gonna quite get it there this time, it looks like. But she's trying to recreate what she did last game. So.
Yes, I also just realized for the Wigglers that they moved their batting order around. Usually, what a grab by Petey. But usually they have Wiggler coming out and batting first, but they have Petey. Also, the Royals look to have swapped their order a little bit as well, I believe. What a grab by Blooper.
I believe that they're swapping their orders, and a good inning from Spivey there. They got a few hits off, but they weren't hits that the fielders couldn't handle. So good inning for him there. I think he only threw 5 or 6 pitches there that inning, so good to keep his stamina. So we have Blooper up here next to lead off this inning. It's a ball straight to King Boo, unfortunately. Warrior up. And so far through 1 inning, only had 1 hit so far. So currently not looking like it's going to be a very, very heavy hitting game.
Yes, these fielders are having a great time out there. JT.
It's a ball to the outfield to the Shy Guy. That's now 1.5 innings and only 1 hit to show for it. So with the pretty tough part of the lineup coming up here. So
Big Fatty is not going to go far enough. A lot of power hits, but they're very high.
Yeah, they're struggling to get it over that wall, and this isn't a very big field, so I wonder if that's just I wonder what's going on there. And a good ability usage by Red Critter there to get on base.
That was from is this Nathan? The Nathan me, I believe.
Yes, this is. And that's a double play by Petey.
very defensive battle here. For 2.
Yeah. 2 innings and only 2 hits so far. So both these teams you would expect to be hitting much better right now, but they're just struggling. And Luigi's up next, and we know he has a lot of off-field stuff going on right now. So it looks like it does not
doesn't
affect
matter.
him.
Luigi is not shy out there anymore.
He's been taking a lot of what he's been hearing off the field and applying it to his game as the Royals turn a good double play.
This is a defensive battle. They are going back and forth with the double plays, with the outfield grabs. It's another out.
Move on to
Hopefully we don't go 0-0 through 7. I'd like to see somebody take advantage.
Yeah, I agree. You come into this game expecting a lot of hits, and there's one right there, but pretty few and far between right now.
His head.
Yeah.
7-foot giant could not make the grab. He grabs that one though, and gets the double play.
You know, Petey's struggling on offense, but there's something to be said about how good of defense he's playing right now.
Petey is one of the better defenders in that infield. His hitting has been rather suspect, but he's getting all the outs here in this game.
Yeah, that's 3 innings and 0 runs to show for it. This is not the game that anybody expected.
Road here, charging up. He's looking to do something for his team as he's launching this one, but it's going to go foul.
And tries to go for it again, but Shy got able to get there under it.
Yes, this game is their team so far. It's a nice hit though. Oh, and that
Good.
foul block, but it's not gonna go.
Petey's up to bat. We know that at any moment he could just hit it out of the park. So
Oh, hits it right inside. Gets a nice single. Advance the runners. So let's see if Bloopa can do something here.
yeah, and I'm almost wondering if the coaches have been talking to Petey about hitting it hard, because we know early games he kind of struggled to get it out of the park a few times, and kind of gave some easy outs to the other team. So, double play there. But I wonder if the coaches are telling him to work on getting those balls down into the field and just hitting the singles and focusing on getting the runs, rather than just hitting it out of the park and trying to hit the fence every time.
Oh,
Birdo
we got
launches one.
nice hit. Will Yellow Toad get there? Oh, it's inside the park. Never mind. The defensive battle continues as we're in the bottom of the 4th. Another one. Oh my goodness. Both of these teams came to play some D tonight. Who gets a
gets a good
nice
hit here?
hit. Up to bat. Let's see if he can bring somebody home. Nope.
But he is gonna get it down out there. JT's gonna field and get it back into the infield.
It's a solid hit. Let's see if Red Critter can bring him home.
Yeah, we've seen these teams thrive on these 2-out rallies, and that seems to be what the Royals are trying to do here. Is Red Critter hits it hard to the outfield, and that one is traveling, and Yoshi can't get there in time.
That's a 3-run homer for Red Critter. Finally putting points on the board for these teams.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see. You know, it may have taken them a while, but they finally got some runs on the board, and that's, you know, all you can do is smile about that, because you at least, you know, you have the lead right now. Nathan steps up and hits it to the back wall for a single.
Red Kamek now. Let's see if they can continue the hitting streak.
Right now, they seem to be doing pretty well, and Boo is up here trying to hit it hard. Ooh, Petey with a good play to save the inning.
Grab that.
Yeah. And next up we have
Wario up to bat for the
yeah. This
18
is
captain here.
this is the part of the order that you usually see get on base pretty frequently. So ready to see what they can do here. You know, they got to get something going here. I think in order to try to save this game. It's Wario.
Ooh,
Fair ball.
just barely missing over the wall.
He was trying to hit it over, but just couldn't quite get enough muscle on it. So
JT squeezing it right between the third baseman and the shortstop.
we have Luigi up here.
Luigi now, his batting streak. Oh,
Takes a strike there. He's got 2 strikes now. Puts one up the middle.
Luigi.
and They're going to turn the double play on him.
Ends. Hello Yoshi gonna advance Wario in to decrease this lead.
Yep, and Yoshi excited to get on, and it's a 1 run, but they need 2 more here if they're going to tie it up. And,
Oh, what a grab by Red Critter. Spivey
that
hits
was
a
an
great
impressive
ball,
play.
but it doesn't matter as Red Critter's gonna absolutely snag that ball out of the air.
Yeah, and I mean, unfortunately, they couldn't put a lot of runs on the board, but at least they got up there. You know, they put 1 up, so at least they can be a little bit closer to keeping this game within reach. So, the top of the order stepping up here, and it's going to be pretty tough, but.
Yes, Berto getting out there sets up Yellow Shy Guy. Let's see if he can advance the other Shy Guy. Getting into there. Oof, he doesn't.
Yeah, unfortunately, just not able to get
Power
it down
hitters
low enough.
Yes, the power hitters are coming up though. As you got King Boo and Big Fatty. Oh, but Blooper says no. Get that shit out of here.
Yeah, Boopa just shuts that down quickly, forcing the big hitters to wait 1 more inning to get out there. So. I have Yellow Toad and Red Critter with a crazy play again.
Red Critter with another sexy dive to save another out there. Got Wiggler now. Let's see if he can finally show up in this game.
Yeah, they need him to, that's for sure. And Kamek, ooh. Red Kamek with the magic grab there and then tossed first to get him out. So, PD up here, see if he can do anything with this. No runners on, but maybe he could hit a solo shot to get it a little bit closer.
PD hitting it absolutely far to the back wall, but it's gonna be grabbed by Yellow Shy Guy.
That was an insane jump by Yellow Shy Guy. I mean, he got up there. That was at least 4 or 5 pizza boxes. So,
Yes, little man, big hop.
yeah, and you hate to see it. I mean, PD finally hits one close to the wall and then gets it robbed, unfortunately. And you talked about it last inning, but now you got the big part of the order up. So, pretty scary for the Wigglers here.
This big fatty. He's going yard. But it's almost gonna be the same outcome as JT goes and grabs it close to the same spot Petey just got robbed from.
You hate to see it. Once again, another good hit, but just unfortunately not quite far enough to get over that outfield. So.
Oh, what a grab by Luigi. Because he's going to throw a red critter out.
Next up, we got Nathan. He's not a... Oh, and he smacks it here, but it looks like the JT Toad combo are under him.
Little Toad out there.
Yeah. And fortunately, the little Toad robbed that ball from him, so... Yeah, and and we've noticed that Nathan has come out with a little bit of a different look lately. A little bit different demeanor. He usually comes out looking a little more devious and ready to, looks like he's ready to steal something or fight somebody. But right now he's coming out a little more calm and collected, it seems. So glad to see him working on himself outside of the game and bringing that into each game. So.
Grab. He's gonna have to close this game out. Get 2 runs in order to go extras. Who's getting tired? This is their chance. They have to bring some runs in. JT charging up. He's missing. JT on 2 strikes. JT, that's not what you want. That's the end of the game.
It's a double play. Yeah, you hate to see that, but unfortunately, it's just how the cookie crumbles in this game. So the Wigglers lose 3-1 here. Not as high scoring as we expected, but the Royals pulled out a win. I think that they had the majority voting for this line. So the believe that puts the Royals up to 5-3, and the Wigglers go down to 3-5. So
yes, this game was very boring as both teams did not put too many points on the board. Very defensive battle in this game. The only reason the Royals scored was because of a red critter home run. The Wigglers obviously only got that RBI. Red critter with a 130. Wow. Batting and fielding was just spectacular for him. Nobody else really did anything worth mentioning. Can we see the other team? Yeah, them either. They didn't really do much of anything.
Yeah, I mean, you hate to see it. I mean, this performance out of these teams is not really what you would expect going into this week. But, I mean, it's getting closer to the season, so you got to think some attrition might be affecting them and hurting them a little bit here. But, unfortunately, just not the game we expected. But, still a game that we got. So, excited to see that the Royals, improved to 5-3. But if you're a Wigglers fan, then you're scratching your head a little bit trying to figure out what you can do to improve in the last couple of weeks to try to grab that last playoff spot.
Yes, this was a rough loss for the Wigglers. Much needed for the Royals. We're gonna now get into our game 2 for the night, and it'll be Havoc and Warp Zone Warriors.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens.
Yes. Havoc needs this win. Warriors still fighting for that number 1 seed in the NES, so we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm Tay.
And I'm Nathan.
We'll see you later.